Hi boys and girls, we're getting ready to start our morning message for Monday, April 13th. I had to remember that. Look at my morning message to get my help for that. I don't have our calendar in here today, but we'll bring it back tomorrow, all right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do today is to take a look at our sentence on the board here, and hopefully you all will be able to fix it because I think there's a lot of mistakes on there, all right? So let me go ahead and zoom it on in so you can see it. Okay, we're gonna go down, not this one here, but right here. Okay, all right, so I went back to today is Monday, April 13th, 2020. So the black one right here, all right? So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and pause it, and then I'm gonna fix it for us and you can check it. So pause it, and I want you to write it correctly. Okay, let me get my pink marker here, and then we'll fix it up down here a little bit. Let me move it down so we can see. Okay, so on the word today, I hope the first thing you notice, we need a capital T to start our sentence. And I hope you also realize that we're missing a letter here, aren't we? Yeah, for today. So I'm going to write the rest of it. And I'm going to add the Y. Okay, so today is spelled that way in pink. Leave our space. Then we have the word is, which is correct. It's hard to mess that one up, it's so short. And then we have the word Monday. Monday is the name of a day of the week. So we're going to have to change that to a capital M. The rest of the word is spelled correctly. And then I'm going to put a comma. That's a hard one to remember. If you forgot, that's okay. And normally this would keep going because we always read this way, okay? But I'm out of space, so I can go to the next line. So we have April here. There's the name of our month. And of course, then if it's the name, we need a capital letter. So we want to make that a capital A, and then put the rest of the word April. We do our space. Mine's big, so I use 2 fingers. Then we put the 13, and then what comes after it? A comma, and then the year 2020. And then, of course, the period at the end. So check yours and see if you got that all correct. And if not, that's okay. Go ahead and just fix anything that needs to be fixed on there for our sentence. And why don't we read it together? Today is Monday, April 13th, 2020. Excellent job. Okay, so boys and girls, I have some words here that you should be able to read, and I want us to look at the vowel sound in them when we do them, okay? Try to read them. We're going to sound them out together and do them. Here we go. T, a, p, tap. Let's go down. P, e, t, pet. K, it, kit. K, a, d, cod. Ooh, we see that a lot in our books, don't we? T, a, b, tub. Now, in each of these, we have a different vowel. We have our A, E, I, O, U. Do you remember what the other letters are called? The ones that are not vowels? That's right, consonants. All the other letters are consonants, okay? But I want to focus on the vowels right now, okay? So we have the A sound, E sound, I sound, A sound, sound. A, E, I, A. See if you can do that with me. A, E, I, A. Now, let's show you something special with this. I know I told one of you on Friday during our Zoom meeting that we were going to talk about this because the word was take, and it has an E on the end. We don't say tacky, do we? Even though that's a word. We don't spell it that way. But something special happens when we add an E onto some words. It's called our silent E. Silent means, of course, we don't say it. So I put the silent E's on these words, but now the words, it's no longer tap, this word is tape. This word is Pete, which is actually a name like Pete the cat. So I really should make that capitalized over there, but I'm not going to fix it right this second. Kit becomes kite. Cod becomes code. And tub becomes tube. So what happens is we no longer have the short sounds like we've been doing, that that you all know so well. Now we're going to learn some new sounds that the same vowels make. We say that they say their own name. A, the sound is A. E, the sound is E. I, the sound is I. These are pretty easy to remember, aren't they? O, the sound is O. And U, the sound is oo. All right, so be careful of that one because kind of like in moose, like double O, but the U changes. It doesn't say, we don't say U, we say oo on that one. So let's look at this again. When we say the word tape, this is what we call the long A. Sometimes we see a line over it like this. Whoops, my marker didn't write. So tap became tape. With the A sound, it says its name. Pet became Pete. All right, Pete, E, it says its name. Kit became kite. Draw my line over there. Kite, I, it says its name. Cod became code. O, it says its name. And tub became tube. Oo. Kind of says its name close to it. It doesn't say the U, it says oo on that. All right, so we're going to be talking now about what these special silent E's. We don't say those E's because they're silent, all right, but they make a big difference in what the sound is. So for example, the sight word that some of you have this last week, the word was take, and it has a silent E on there. We don't hear it, okay, but that means that it makes the vowel say its own name. So instead of tack, we say take, A, all right? So don't worry, we're just introducing this. We'll be doing some activities with this week. And also, I'm gonna hopefully find a quizzes on Friday that you can work on this because I know a lot of you had fun with that. And I'd like to do it with the silent E and the long vowels. But before we do that and move on so I can show you your poem for this week, I'd like to teach you a song that some of you may have heard. It's called Apples and Bananas, and it actually has all of our long vowels in it, okay? So this is how it goes. It's pretty simple, all right? I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. That's it. Now we're going to use that first long vowel, that A. I like to eat apples and bananas. Get it? I like to eat apples and bananas. So all the words, all the vowels change to that long A. Now we're going to do it with the long E. It says its name, E. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. Now we're going to do I. It says its name, the I. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. Now we're going to go to the O. It says its name. I like to oat apples and bananas. I like to oat apples and bananas. And now we'll go to U, which says the oo sound. I like to oot ooples and bananas. I like to oot ooples and bananas. And that's the song. So we started out with the words like they're supposed to be, and then we went through all of the long vowels, not a, I, but now we're doing A, E, I, O, oo. And that's a fun song to sing. We're going to sing that quite a bit this week, and we'll keep doing that, okay? Excellent job. And we'll be learning a lot more. This is just the first time we've touched on it, and so we'll be doing lots more with that silent E, that special letter there when we add it to the words, how it changes everything. All right, now we're going to move on for the last thing for our morning message today, because that took a little while for us to do, is I want to introduce our new poem this week. Okay, and here's our poem, and it's called Foxy Roxy. And it has a letter in it that we're going to be learning about this week in our reading program. I bet you can guess it right off the bat here, but let's read through the poem and see if you can figure it out, all right? And then I'm gonna go back and point out each word so we can start learning to read it. Here we go. Foxy Roxy was a fox who lived in a paper box. Roxy had some itchy spots, so she called on Dr. Cox. Dr. Cox was in dismay. We must take a quick x-ray. Dr. Cox, the wise old ox, cried, oh no, it is the chicken pox. Poor Foxy Roxy. But anyway, all right, so fun little poem there. And what letter do you think we're going to be doing? What letter did you see a lot of in here? I hope you said X, because that's what we're doing. All right, so let me go through it and point. There aren't any motions to this. Maybe you can make up some of your own. All right, but let's go ahead and look, okay? We're going to talk about the X in a little bit, but we've done X a lot even during the year with our rhyming words. X makes that sound, okay? So sometimes it's going to be at the end of our words. Most of the time it's there. We do have the one that is at the beginning, and that's for X-ray. Okay, so that's the special one there. All right, so this is how it goes. Foxy Roxy was, okay, we had that just a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago, sorry, for our sight word, was a fox who lived in a paper box. Roxy had some itchy, that starts with the I sound there, and there's that ch. This one has a TCH. That's a little different, but it still has that ch sound. And there's that Y that makes that E sound. Itchy spots. Spots. So she called, that's another sight word we've had, on Dr. Cox. Now, Dr. Cox is capitalized because it is the name of the doctor. Just like you probably go to the doctor about every year at least. This one, we put a capital for doctor and for his last name, Cox. Dr. Cox was in dismay. That's a word there that means kind of sad and not knowing what to do. Okay? Dismay, that's a hard word. And here are those funny little marks that show that Dr. Cox is going to talk now out loud. We must take, hey, there's that take word, there's a silent E. Take a quick X-ray, exclamation point, must be important. Dr. Cox, the wise, another silent E, hear that I sound? Says its name. Wise old ox cried, oh no, it is the chicken pox. All right, let me back it up so you can see if you can I get all of it in there? My chair won't go back any further. Let me see if I can get back a little bit more, and then you can see if you can have it all at one time. But we'll keep working on this one. We'll work on it through the rest of the week. Fun Foxy Roxy poem about the fox. All right, I'll see you for reading. Bye.